Hi, and welcome back to our live stream with the English crew. Today, we have another controversial topic about AI. So, are you pro AI or are you anti AI? So, there are there's a mixed view on this about AI. Recently, what I see on the internet and based on what I read on web boards and Reddit. So there are mixed views about it. For me, I'm not anti AI. So I believe it's a great tool, or it's a great co-pilot. So you can use it as a learning buddy, and I can show you how to use it to your advantage. Okay? So AI is your drafting buddy, not your voice. So keep that in mind. You don't use AI to represent you. So you are still the human person who knows more, and you just use it to prompt and to take care of the syntax. Okay. So you have the logic, you are smart, but the English packaging takes 2 hours. So I've seen this. I was a supervisor before in an outsourcing center. So we help businesses take care of some of their operations, like handling customer service, and I encounter staff who are so smart, but when it comes to expressing themselves in English, like offering a solution, they can solve the problem, but it makes them freeze when they are trying to find the word. So AI can help us with that. And I believe most workers or staff or company staff in different parts of the world who are not native or non-native English speakers, they use AI now to respond to customers, or to report to their bosses, or the owners of the company. Number two, use AI to turn technical brain dumps. So if you're not familiar with brain dump, it's like when you're in a meeting, you just uh, take notes like bullet points, and then suddenly after that you need to create like an executive summary, and your boss is asking you to write the minutes of the meeting or create a report out of it. To minimize the cognitive load, you can ask AI and help you make your job or life easier. So so you turn technical brain dumps into executive executive summaries. Okay. And then three, you provide the strategy. AI provides the syntax. So for so many years that you've been in that field or industry. So if you're IT, if you are in logistics or shipping, if you are a CEO, if you are in healthcare, so you can use AI to provide you with a syntax. So syntax is the arrangement of words in order to come up with a very coherent message, or a proper sentence that is easy to digest or understand. What are the steps? Okay, so from data dump to decision ready. Step one, you tell your AI buddy, hey, I'm speaking to a VP or vice president. So here are my raw notes on the port error. So for example, you're in IT, you're an IT consultant, and you would like to share your thoughts about the error, port error. So you say, make this sound authoritative and result focused. Okay. Step two, review the output. Does it match your rhythm? Does it match your personality? Step three, read it out loud. If it doesn't sound like you, it's not ready. So you can refine. So you as a human being, you know better than the AI. So don't overuse it. And maybe we can show you an example. So let's get out of the IT world or tech world. Maybe we can help our friends in the healthcare. Okay, so for example, you're a doctor, you're a Thai doctor, or you are a Japanese doctor or a European doctor, and you're going to deliver a sad news to a patient who's suffering from, let's say, a- acromegaly. So it might sound deep. Let's try to prompt this. So you go to the website chat.openai.com/chat. Okay, so let's make it this bigger. So you can tell the AI, hey, I am a doctor. I am a doctor, but English is not my first language. How can I deliver this news to my American patient? Or they have, okay, so it's how you talk with AI. So you think of it like a friend or a buddy. So they are not your coach, just just a just a buddy. Because AI can also make mistakes. So if you are a doctor, of course you know more. You studied for many years, and you know the technical terms, and you know the genetic disorders, or if it's not a genetic disorder, you also know. So you just use ChatGPT or AI or Gemini to be your co-pilot. Okay. Okay. Simple, direct, and empathetic language works best. Okay. So how to structure the conversation? Key phrases. Okay. So you can say, you can prepare them emotionally when you see them. Maybe offer them a drink or let them sit for a few moments before you deliver the news. And everything should be clear. Okay, say the name slowly and clearly. Plain language explanation, reassurance. Next steps, pause. Okay, so AI is also knowledgeable in your field. So when you said that you're a doctor, it's trying to communicate based on its training. So you can say, I want to talk with you about your test results. Some of the results are not what we hoped for. I know this may be difficult to hear. So you have different options, okay? Based on your test, you have a condition called acromegaly. Okay, so let the word land, okay? Okay, so you educate the patient. So it's too much growth hormone. Yeah. So I remember this. My biology teacher, my genetics teacher back in the university and college used to discuss about this um, thing like acromegaly. I even suspected that I had this because I'm a big person. So they said that your ear does not stop from growing. So the growing is continuous. So it's like gigantism, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, you become like a very tall person. So over time, this can cause changes in your hands, feet, face, and joints. It may also affect your heart, blood sugar, and overall health. Okay, so the good news is that we have effective treatments. So this is the key phrase. Okay, so you don't just deliver a bad news. So if you know that there's really hope, there's a hope, then say it. Just say that it can be treated. So many people with acromegaly live full normal lives with treatment. You did nothing to cause this. So it's not the fault of the patient. All right. So we should know the exact cause. Okay, so you can modify it if you if your level is a bit intermediate. You can modify the sentence. So you need to learn how to own the words and the syntax that AI provides. Okay, so these are. I know this is a lot of information. What questions do you have right now? Okay. Okay, so these are other options here. Yeah, look at this. There's a highlight for treatable. So you're giving hope to the patient. Okay. All right. So there's even a tip here. So for American patients, they appreciate honesty plus optimism. So being positive. Okay. Prefer clear plans. Okay. All right. So you have initial diagnosis or a confirmed diagnosis. So you should also check. So this is like a checklist. Is the patient anxious, angry, or calm? Okay. All right. So I can tailor the wording even more to your exact situation. All right. So there's a disclaimer here that uh, AI can make mistakes. Okay. So don't trust it too much. So if you are a doctor, you're in healthcare, you know more because you had many years of training. If you're in IT, yeah, you know more. All right, so that's just for our friends in the healthcare, but you can apply it based on your expertise or your industry. Okay, so for our friends in marketing, you can also use AI, and there are so many ideas that you can get from it. All right, so always read it out loud. Okay, if it does not sound like you, try to refine it. And don't lose authority to an AI algorithm. Too much AI sounds robotic, wordy, and too perfect. So even with design, like in the graphic artists world, when when you have like two exact measurements of the design, you know that there's something wrong. It's like it's too perfect, and the human brain normally appreciates little imperfection. So don't overuse it. Okay, so our way in the English crew, we use AI to find the words, then strategic pausing to deliver the the syntax. Like what we said before, a small percentage is for the content, a big percentage is for from your hand gestures, your expressions, your body language. That gives you the human element of communication. Okay, so what happens if you collaborate with AI? So speed of AI plus you as an authority. So you have the authority of a human leader. Okay, so if you're a CEO, you're a business owner, you want to self check. Sometimes I do that because I'm also a CEO of my own business. And for a CEO like me, we tend to be optimistic all the time. You know, we base our vision, we base it on our vision, our dreams. And so you can self check with an AI. It's like talking to your accountant. So we know that accountants, I'm sorry, with to our friends in our finance. So if we talk to an accountant, we know we as an optimist person and an accountant is risk averse or they they tend to be a bit negative for us. So sometimes it's good that you have someone to check. Okay, so uh, an accountant or an AI can slap you with reality. Like, hey, this is the real situation of your finances. Okay, so there's no sugarcoating. So enough of your vision and being overly positive. So sometimes you also need that in your life for you to check. like yourself. Okay, so think of it that way. So maybe you have your business data, you can present it to AI and then ask it to give you like an advice, being an analytical machine. So it's the same thing when talking to finance people. So yeah, somewhat I somehow I can relate it to talking to an accountant. Okay. So don't lose your authority to an algorithm. Okay. So imagine yourself, you are the driver. AI is just the GPS. So before you start the engine, you check the GPS for direction. So it knows everything, but it cannot drive for you unless you are driving a Tesla. Yeah, we all know that the Tesla are self-driving cars right now, but yeah, but think of it that way. So you're still um, the human, you are still the driver, so you know more. Okay, and it's the same thing with coaching. So AI, they don't have human experiences, so we have the intuition. So for example, you're doing a research and you're consulting a research consultant. So we have the intuition, and AI can just give you the citation or of your paper, but a coach, a human coach or an advisor will have the intuition to tell you where to go. All right. And if you're serious with coaching, don't forget to scan what you see on the screen, or you just click on the link below, and there's an option there to book a 15 to 45-minute audit of your speaking style. And by the way, next month, March 7 or 8, we're going to have like a workshop, and I partnered with four experts around the world, and that workshop will be free. So you will see more coaches aside from me. So there are four coaches who I invited, and they will give you more tips and give you direction in your English learning journey. Okay, so take advantage while this is free, because in the future we will be overbooked and you cannot find slots anymore. So take advantage. And in the future, in the coming live streams, I'm going to announce how to register for that webinar or workshop. Okay. Until then, I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye.